Outreach is so fucking boring that I'd rather put the best cheap handgun in my mouth than do it. Additionally, literally no one wants to read emails from Harris Harrison asking for nice backlinks to myvpnland.com. However, despite this, Outreach is still a relevant method of link building since it can be used to acquire higher quality links than many of the other link building methods that exist. Here are some tips to maximize the efficiency and success rate of Outreach while making your requests as easy to reply to as possible for recipients. Number 1. Screen out dead links using Google Sheets. When working with a large list of links and sites, particularly those that may be older, one easy way to save time is to screen out sites by checking for dead links on your list. One way to do this is with a free tool like URLator, although these tools can often have limits in that they'll generally have a cap to the number of domains that can be checked at once. To get around this, one trick, which is demonstrated in more depth in a separate video on how to find guest post leads, is to use a custom function in Google Sheets to set up custom code to grab these pages and check their HTTP status to see which are 404 or 500 or similar. To do this, go to Tools and then Script Editor and copy-paste the code snippet below and press Ctrl-S to save the script. Then run the function in any cell of your spreadsheet by entering get status code and then passing in a cell reference to any cell that contains a URL. Similarly, Google Sheets can be used to gather contact emails for Outreach, which is also demonstrated in a separate video on 256kilobytes.com. Second, when doing Outreach, include other helpful information in your message. Anyone who has ever registered a domain name has gotten 8 million email requests for various favors. Your email outreach is not that clever and is obscenely transparent. However, you could at least attempt to look like you care about the person that you're contacting. One way to do this is by including some other information that is actually helpful for unrelated reasons. For example, this can be done by including a footnote in your email letting the site owner know about an unrelated broken link. Now, this is not 404 replacement link building, which is a different strategy. What we're doing here is sending an email that might read something along the lines of the following. Let me holler at you. Dear, give me a fucking guest post. Also, it looks like the link to some fucking bullshit at this fucking URL is no longer working. Regardless of whether you're currently accepting any kind of guest contributions from guest authors, you might want to check that out and replace it with, for example, this archive.org link, so that users can view the original source. Other helpful information could be provided instead, such as pointing out that a site's CAPTCHA is broken or that their form is not working. Third, when conducting email outreach, include content or files up front, ideally with a deadline. If you've been around the internet marketing scene for a while, you'll know that most webmasters keep a loaded handgun in their desk at all times. This way, if they ever get an email, they can just fucking kill themselves instead of replying to it. Sir, can I come back in like a week with a draft of a guest post? This is a quote from fucking everyone. Anyone who reads this email will assume that your draft would be fucking trash because it will almost certainly be fucking trash. Why the fuck would anyone reply to that? Oh yeah, I sure would like to get dragged into a multi-week long saga of exchanging emails with some random asshole so that I can eventually get a probably unusable 500-word article. Literally no one has ever said that. Send everything that's going to be needed up front. For a guest post, this might be not only the full post draft, but it also might be worthwhile to include both a docx and an HTML file to make sure that this will easily work with the site's post editor. An example of a pitch for a guest post might be like the following. Hello. Here's a quick email about a custom guest post that we are offering as an exclusive piece of content to your fucking business or your fucking contact name. The title of the post is some fucking bullshit, which is relevant to your site's niche and audience. Please review and let us know the next day or two if you'd like us to reserve this post for you so that we can avoid publishing it elsewhere. The URLs below contain the full post draft as both a docx and HTML file. Links go here, and if any other file formats or information is needed, let me know. Sincerely, your name here. Note that this email still prompts the user to reply by asking them to verify that we should in fact reserve that post for them. The short deadline also makes sure that we will resolve this quickly. If they are actually interested in your guest post, they will contact you. Otherwise, you can move on. In conclusion, email outreach is a plague on this earth. However, like AIDS, it can be addressed to some extent through various easy tricks.